Hello YouTube, welcome to Dr. Vibes, the learning point. This is the part 1 of the pathophysiology of a burn wound. Are you ready to study the pathophysiology of burn? So let's begin. So basically, I have divided the pathophysiology of burn into first the burn wound and secondly there is a systemic response. Now let us begin with the burn wound. This burn wound ka pathophysiology is explained by Jackson's burn wound model. Jackson's burn wound model. Now, there are 3 zones in specific when you study about the burn wound model. This is a zone of coagulation. After that, there is a zone of hyperemia, and then there is a zone of stasis. So basically coagulation, stasis, hyperemia. Okay, and this is a burn wound that you can see. Coagulation, stasis, hyperemia. Now, let us study about these zones in detail. Can you see that central zone? This is the centralmost part of a burn wound. This is called as the zone of coagulation. C for coagulation, C for central. And most severe damage will occur in this zone only. Here, irreversible coagulative necrosis will occur. That is why it is called the zone of coagulation, because coagulative necrosis is occurring here. Then you have the zone of stasis. Now this zone of stasis is the region that is surrounding the zone of coagulation. You can easily appreciate. Here you will have reduced tissue perfusion. That is why we say that this is stasis. And this area can be salvaged if timely intervention is done. यहाँ पे तो irreversible necrosis हो गया है, कुछ नहीं कर सकते zone of coagulation में. But here, if damage has not been very severe, then you can salvage this part out. Finally, you have the zone of hyperemia. This is characterized by vasodilation. Okay? And it has viable tissue which will initiate the process of healing. This generally does not lead to necrosis. So यहाँ पे necrosis होगा. यहाँ पे अगर intervention पहले कर दिया गया तो फिर बचाया जा सकता है. And in zone of hyperemia, there is usually no necrosis or very less chance of necrosis. So this was about the Jackson's burn wound model. Now we will study about the systemic response that can occur in a wound, but I will make a separate video for that so you can see it there.